Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the ninth standard social studies classes. Dear student, in this class, we shall study about the fourth part of Christianity and Islam religion. My dear student, in the last class, we had discussed about the origin of Christianity, parents of Jesus Christ, teachings of Jesus Christ, and spread of Christianity as well as sects of Christianity in the last class. My dear student, I hope that you understood the class very well. In today's class, we are going to discuss or deal with the new concept, that is the another religion of the world, Islam religion. My dear student, as I told in the last class, we were discussing about these Christianity and Islam religions were the Semitic religions of the world. These Semitic religions are known as the people of Middle East who were considered as Semitic races. Especially these people of religions who lived in Central Asia and established their religions in Central Asia after the first century. Then it spread through the world. We have understood very well about the Christianity and how did it spread in the world. Now let us go to the next learning point in the lesson or today's teaching. The learning points of today's class are the origin of Islam religion, second one, life of Muhammad Paigambar, and the teachings of Islam religions. So these are the important learning points what we are going to deal now. My dear students, here let us go how Islam religion took birth. See, my dear student, Arabia is one of the places of West Asia where this Islam religion took birth. My dear student, here the place of Arabia is considered as peninsula of West Asia where we can see the birthplace of Islam religion. Dear student, see Arabia, it is one of the desert places in West Asia. See here, people of Arabia, they felt very hardship in their life because the place of Arabia was suffering from lack of water, lack of rainfall, lack of greenery, and lack of fertile land for their agriculture. So that we can say that the place of Arabia was not good or fit for agriculture. So for this reason, the people of Arabia, they decided to search in the new land which would be the best place for agriculture. So since it is very desert, they migrated Arabia to the place called Mecca and Medina where they could see and they could grow some crops as agriculture. So these two places, Mecca and Medina, were the places where they could grow their plants and their farming very good. So that is why they migrated to Mecca and Medina from Arabia. My dear student, here, then the worship of Arabs. See, after they migrated from Arabia to Mecca and Medina, the people of those places, they were worshipping many idols or many gods. So, which we can say in another way, polytheism. Isn't it? So these are the system they had before Islam came into existence. The people of Arabia, they were patronizing many gods, and also they believed some objects in the nature like stone, trees, streams, rivers, sun and moon. So these are the objects which were worshipping by these Arabian people. So then when Muhammad Paigambar, so Muhammad Paigambar, you are very familiar with the name of Muhammad Paigambar. We can also say that Prophet Muhammad Paigambar, who is the father of Islam religion, who is the founder of Islam religion, and who gave the proper shape to the Islam religion. When he arrived to the place of Mecca, then everything was changed. My dear students, let us go complete details about Muhammad Paigambar. See, Muhammad Paigambar life and his journey in his life. He was born in the 570 Common Era. He was born in 570 CE at Mecca, and he was a brilliant kid for father Abdullah and mother Amina. My dear students, Muhammad Paigambar is the founder of Islam religion. He was a son of Abdullah and Amina. So he was born in 570. Let us go his childhood life. My dear student, when he was very tender in age, unfortunately he lost his parents. So he wanted to lead his life by his own way. So then his uncle brought him up, and also here Muhammad Paigambar did not like the way where the people in Mecca were worshipping of God. See, as I told earlier, the people in Mecca, they were worshipping many idols. So it was not actually liked by Muhammad Paigambar. So that is why he wanted to do something to the people. But unfortunately he lost his parent. His uncle brought him up. Then he joined in his uncle factory or in uncle ship. His uncle was having overseas trade. Then Muhammad Paigambar, he always used to take a journey, and he involved himself in the business with his uncle. Then he had many opportunity to travel across Mecca, Medina and Syria, some other places. So since he traveled many places around Arabia as well as Mecca, he got many knowledge about the world. Then he was very brilliant man. He got many knowledge by traveling across the places. So he was introduced a widow called Khadija. When he gained good name in the business with his uncle, he was introduced to a widow called Khadija. She was a rich widow in Mecca. He was introduced to her. Then his sincerity, his honest was impressed by everyone. Then Khadija decided to marry Muhammad Paigambar. Then later on, they had 2 sons and 4 daughters. Soon after that, Muhammad Paigambar became very popular in the places called Mecca and Medina. But a student, after he married, he traveled many places. Then he was completely influenced by Christianity and Jewish. Jewish is nothing but the religion of Jews. So these 2 religions influenced Muhammad Paigambar. Then when he was traveling across the world, he came across many people of Christianity, and he came to know that how they were working, how they were showing mercy to the other people. So then he was influenced by. Then he decided to take deep meditation. Then he went to the hillock of Mount Hira and he meditated for months together and he got enlightenment from the meditation and he became very popular in the society. He started to preach to the people who are in distress and he became very popular in the society. After he became very popular in the society, then his principles or his teachings were compiled in a particular book. This particular book is known as Quran. This Quran is still considered as the holy scripture or holy book of Islam religion. My dear student, after the death of Muhammad Paigambar, his disciples started to preach his teachings to the society. So this was how Muhammad Paigambar got enlightenment and started to preach his teachings in the society. So this Quran is considered as the holy book of Islam religion. My dear student, now the very important point is Hijra era. Dear student, initially when the Muhammad Paigambar started to preach his principles to the people at Mecca, in the beginning stage, the people did not like the teachings of Muhammad Paigambar in Mecca. See, as I told earlier, Muhammad Paigambar opposed the polytheism which were practiced in Mecca. So some Orthodox family opposed his preachings, his principles. So that some of the people troubled Muhammad Paigambar. Then Muhammad Paigambar did not bear the troubles made by some people in Mecca. So that is why he decided to take a journey to the place Medina. Here in ancient history, this journey means where Muhammad Paigambar took journey from Mecca to Medina, considered as Hijra era in Islam rituals. This incident took place in 622 Common Era. So this particular year is considered as the Islamic lunar calendar as Hijra era. When Muhammad Paigambar came to Medina, the people at Medina accepted gladly Muhammad Paigambar and they made him a leader in the society. All the people at Medina, they accepted his teachings, his principles and they adopted. This was continued for many years. Then after some years, there was a war taking place between Medina and Mecca. Then Medina won the war. Muhammad Paigambar again returned to Mecca. Then he preached his principles to the people of Mecca. But in this time, all the people at Mecca accepted the principles and teachings and way of life of Muhammad Paigambar, and they started to accept Muhammad Paigambar as their leader. All the people at Mecca, they stopped polytheism. They started to patronize only one God, that is Allah. Their religious places called Kaaba. Then Muhammad Paigambar died in the year 632 CE. My dear student, these are the important aspects of Muhammad Paigambar and origin of Islam. In the next class, we shall study about the teachings of Muhammad Paigambar. Today's homework is, which is the holy book of Islam religion? What is called Hijra era? Where was Muhammad Paigambar born? These are the today's homework. My dear student, the remaining things will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.